Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John. This is many a true nut of welcome to Sweet Transit, a game about building a massive rail network, and honestly, some days, that's all I need. Alright, this one looks really good. So good, in fact, it's not out yet. This here is a demo, the best kind of demo, where they've said, okay, so the campaign's not ready yet, all that's in the demo is a great big sandbox for you to lay down tracks in, and oh no, I don't want a campaign in a game like this, just give me a sandbox and I'll be happy till the heat death of the universe. And what this game gets right is scale. Alright, when I'm building a train network, I want to feel like I am sending a train from one side of the world to the other. So this tiny island right over here, just a speck off the main continent. Let's just zoom in and keep zooming in. And yes, indeed. Actually, this island's big enough to support a pretty major large town and or city in this game. No trouble whatsoever. But yes, the map is, it's bloody huge. So okay. You know what? I'm liking up here. Alright, this lake up by the north, because later we can run trains down to, Claytown and Coaltown, but for the time being, this is nice. So, the warehouse is going to be my main storage building, so how about, yes, we put the town by the water, they're going to need to go fishing, so they don't die of, like, you know, hunger, etc. So, the warehouse could be nearby to the coal. And there we go, there's many a true town down, absolutely lovely. But, of course, you know, it can't just be one town hall. There needs to be other people in the town. So how about we just lay out some lovely roads? Everything in this game just builds instantly. This is a super chill building game. Alright, money comes in nice and fast. You just slap stuff down. It just works absolutely lovely right there. There they are. Welcome to town, you stupid bastards. So yes, indeed, population's going to go up, and that's going to be the main thing that actually drives forward tech. Just attract more people to your towns, and you unlock new tech buildings, which helps you grow, and the whole thing just becomes a beautiful, virtuous cycle. Love it. So, just one more moment. You people have got to be moving into town sooner or later, right? Come on. Let's have a few more. There we go. Unfortunately, they're fussy plebs who are going to say things such as, oh, we need clean drinking water to not die, so I guess we better give them that. In fact, not just that, they also want access to fish, and ultimately, potatoes. And honestly, good choice, fish and chips, a lovely meal. So we'll just slap down some water. That shows you, yes, how far that is going to spread. So now, these people are lovely and happy. Magnificent. Okay, we should now have the basics for a town here. We've got people who live here. They are receiving water. They can work at jobs inside the fishery, though the fishery wants more people to come and work there. Oh, they are flooding in. These people were desperate to become fishermen. Absolutely lovely. Then we've got storage next door, so the fish is going to get stored there, and ultimately, that fish will go on to feed all the people nearby. Lovely, nice and simple. So, couple of fisheries, everybody's fed, everybody's watered, the town is thriving, aside from one small problem, which is, yes, I'm supposed to get population to 400. To do that, we just need to provide enough housing. Unfortunately, housing requires wood. Now, personally, guys, I feel like we could, you know, figure this out. Like, if you just look around town in, like, literally any direction, you might be able to find a source of wood, but the fussy plebs need proper wood that's been, like, you know, cut down and turned into planks by a sawmill or something. So this is where we get to the trains, damn it. But before we get into shipping around wood, we're going to need to run the trains. The trains are gonna be needing coal before they can run. So this is why we start off with coal mines, damn it. So, down the road, nearby, I say nearby. I kind of thought this was nearby, but I was zoomed out a long way at the time. So, we're going to be building one coal mine, and we're going to slap down just a handful of storage yards. So this place has got, there we go, as much storage as it can get. So, this is now producing coal, or rather, it would do, except there's no workers here. So we've got to be shipping workers from town to get to here. Then we've got to be shipping the coal those workers are producing back to town, and indeed the warehouse, because the trains will reload the coal wherever they can find it. So shipping a bit of coal everywhere, that's the way to go. So we're going to slap down, yes, one station. put it somewhere central. You want to put it somewhere central because, yes, that's the radius where people will walk to the station to go to work. And now we just start drawing. Again, it all happens instantly, which is just... it's just lovely. This is just a really super nice, chill, relaxing train building game. So, alright, just get you moving in this sort of a direction. Actually, you know what? Make sure we have the train turn back on itself. We might want to expand the town out in this direction down the line. Then we'll just have you move, say, over to here, round the corner here. We can't go through this rock. I assume maybe we'll learn about tunnels or whatever later. Then we'll just have you, just check we're going in the right direction. We are going in the right direction. Brilliant. Let's just have you move over in this direction. Come down over to here, right down to here, and lay down a brand new station right here. Okay, Coal Mine 01 is set up. I'm also, yes, naming the stations, so we make sure we know what's what. Now we just need to make sure, yes, the trains can't just turn back on themselves. They've got to be given a loop back into the network. Absolutely flipping beautiful. And then after the warehouse, we loop round back to, yes, many a true station. Absolutely lovely. So if we zoom out, we've now got, yes, a much easier to read view as to what's going on. So, okay. What we need to do is come up with a signalling system that means no train enters this bit of line unless it's safe to do so. And to do that, we're going to use signals that divide the train up into blocks. Now, this is where things fall apart for me. I've never really got my head around how signals are supposed to work. But we put a signal here. That means a train comes in this direction and cannot pass unless there is a clear route going forward. The train coming back this way must always loop down this path. So yes, this is now one section. This is now a separate section. Train cannot enter this section into this section unless the green area is also clear. So, okay, what does that mean in terms of, well, we also need to put this to here, right there, and then if you need to go, wait, here. Okay, let's consider this, because the colour system makes it a bit easier for me to get my head round. A train cannot leave light green unless, yes, green itself is empty. The trains might also, yeah, end up in a queue. So we should put a few more just to break the system up into blocks. Alright, now, right in the centre, by the town, in this bit that, yes, is going to be a bit out of the way, we're going to build the biggest depot we can. Alright, massive depot, so we can build massive trains. Trains come out of here and join up to the system right there. Make sure we've got a signal right here, just to make sure that's a play that... oh, hang on. Trains might also need to go back to the depot. Okay, I think I've got this right here, which is a train on the return journey may return to the train shed if it needs to. However, it must wait at this signal in order to get into orange. That prevents, yes, a collision if a train is coming out. Meanwhile, those trains that are leaving the train shed and joining this rail, they must wait here until purple is free. And then they'll also get stuck right here if need be. Then they'll come up to the green interchange. Okay, I think I've got this a lot faster than I normally get signalling systems in games like this. And I think the colour system really bloody helps. Train 1 is simply a passenger train. It needs to get workers to the mine and then back home at the end of the shift. So passengers times 40 per wagon. The coal miner only needs 40 workers, but let's work under the assumption that at some point in the future, yeah, there were 2 more coal mines around here, so let's put 3 wagons on right now. And while that's happening, we can set up a route, because every route's got to be programmed. Go to many a true station. When there, swap workers. And then I could ask them to, yes, wait to fill up or whatever, but if I do that, it might create a backlog, so just wait for a certain period of time and then move on. You're then going to Coal Mine 1 and what's Station 2? Oh, Station 2 is the warehouse station. Okay, we need to rename that. So once again, swap workers, simply wait for for a certain period of time, and that's it. That's the entirety of that route. Right, the train is done. This train is going to be the coal worker train, and it's going to use the coal worker plan, though yes, because of the system I've put in play, it's going to need to go a very long way round to get back to, yeah, many a true station, but we are where we are, it's all fine. Now this coal mine, once it's got people working there, can hold up to 600 coal. Meanwhile over in, yes, my warehouse, what can I store there? Not that much coal, to be honest. Alright, about 220 coal can be stored at the station, 300 odd coal right here. So I feel like we don't need, yeah, the mine to be working at full capacity. That's all fine. And then, yes, the gondolas to carry the coal. So, as we're saying, you know what, let's just put a fair few of them in play. Let's get plenty of coal moving around here. So, coal delivery route is a tiny bit more complicated. You go to the mine, you wait, you go to the warehouse, you unload there, and yes, once that place is full up on coal, you go to many a true station and you unload there as well. And of course, you're the coal train, you can top yourself up using the coal you're carrying, so that's fine. So okay, that train is now on the move, and by now, okay. It's time to see whether the trains are going to immediately collide or whether I have successfully set up a rail signalling system. So you, buddy, are about to turn right and you're going to stop and wait. And I was a bit worried there for a second, but it all worked. It turns out I'm a genius. Still, all of the, yes, there we go, unemployment just disappeared. Why? Because they now realise they've got jobs they can get to thanks to the train. Good, 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 good. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. So the people are about to arrive in the station. You're stuck waiting at the signal. The signalling system appears to be going just fine. Coal mine is now producing coal. Love it. Are you actually going to bother loading up from the coal that's present? Maybe, maybe not, I'm not sure. And yes, yes, you just did. Okay, your fuel is now A-okay for the time being, though. It's going down super fast because I didn't bother to give you a coal tender. And you're now ready to pick up the small amount of coal that is being produced. Okay, the system is working. I only just saw, by the way, I can recolour all the trains like any colour I want to. 10 out of 10 game of the year. Okay, the system now seems to be running smoothly as, yes, there is now fuel making it to many a true station. If anything, we've got, like, you know, a massive surplus of coal in the system, but better that than why do we have no woods? Does anyone know what's... Okay, apparently we've got, like, wood upkeep. I don't know what needs wood upkeep, but okay, now we've got coal and we've got fuel, we can now start Operation Let's actually produce some woods. If I was to build that, say, around here, then we could piggyback off the existing routes. We could simply have, yeah, the passenger train come off on a spur here, deliver passengers here, go back on over there, and then, yeah, go round to the coal mine. The same train could simply service both jobs, no trouble whatsoever. So, slap down the sawmill, slap down the maximum number of allowed storage facilities, then flag the tree nursery location that's going to be, yes, the area of trees we're actually managing. So, these trees are the ones we're actively managing, chopping down, maintaining, repairing, etc, etc. It's going to be sustainable. Okay, slight complication now I think about it, which is, this train needs to do basically a really small loop. But if I do that, then that's going to mess with the signals. Isn't it? No. No, it's not. No, okay, hang on. No, I think I understand this. Oh no, the signals are starting to get to me. All we need to do is say, yes, you must not enter... Oh, the colours change. Well, that's just bloody confusing. Okay, the crucial bit is now blue. You may not enter blue unless blue is completely bloody empty, except, oh, if that happens, then that might mean trains were stuck here for a train that's like way over here. But yes, what we also need to do is provide a loop around here. So there needs to be a way for trains to get to the warehouse and, should they choose to, at that point, re-enter this block. And we're going to need to make sure this does not cause trouble. And John, don't forget the entire point, which is, yes, the workers, after they're done being dropped off at Sawmill 1, the worker train needs to be able to move on to, oh, bloody hell. Oh, this is all going to end in explosions. You know what? I've decided we're going over to a 2 adjacent rail system. Alright, it's just going to cause less explosions. Okay, so. New system that's going to work much better. Okay, so all trains are heading directly to coal. Simply come along here as before. They may divert, should they wish to, up to Sawmill. People travelling from town to coal may only enter the interchange if the interchange is clear. That is now in, yes, light green. The wood train trying to get across to the warehouse may only enter the interchange if the interchange is free. Then everyone just loops around this way, loops around back in this direction, re-merge onto this line, but only if it is safe for them to do so. They enter warehouse station right there, and then, yes, they can either loop back around if you are the wood train, only entering purple, if it is safe for them to do so. And then, yes, they can divert up to Sawmill, or the people train can just keep going. I'm just about keeping up with this. Okay, coal workers now going to be local workers instead. And their new route is now going to be, yes, go to Metropolis station, swap the workers, go over to, yes, the Sawmill, wait for time to be passed, then move on to the coal mine, and then return. So, okay, that's going to be fine. And also, yes, make sure the colour system makes sense. So, yes, the Sawmill train, that's dealing with, like, plants and stuff, that's green. Many a true train, that's nice and purple. The coal train is a nice dark coaly colour. So, let's just make sure everybody does the route they're supposed to do. Though, admittedly, right now, yes, you're not going to be picking up any wood, just because, oh dear, do you need an extra? I think you need an extra platform, otherwise we're not going to be able to, yes, load up onto any of this nonsense. So, we need to extend the platforms a bit. But yes, many a true train is now loading up the workers. The workers are going to make their way here. You're going to stop, aren't you? I'm moderately confident you were slowing down. Yes, until you cleared that block, you didn't cross over to warehouse station, which is really, really good news. You're just loading new people right now, and then in a moment what you should be doing, you're going to pick up a ton of coal over here. You're going to come over here. You're waiting. Oh yeah, I think we could have an extra signal about here just to help you move along a bit faster so you don't get stuck for quite so long. And then we've got, yes, you should now be delivering workers. Are there workers here? Okay, now the problem we've got here is... Oh, okay, we are definitely producing wood. The workers have made it. You waited to cross over. Oh, this game makes my heart happy. My soul is happy at this point. Now, okay, the side issue we've got is, why do we still have 0 woods? Like, I feel like you should be picking up woods. I added no wait conditions, so the train just literally arrives, then leaves because, oh, bloody hell. Right, time passed is fine. Okay, don't forget to do that. That's apparently important and breaks everything if you don't. So, buddy, how about you go back up there now and load up the bloody wood? Because it is literally your only job. There we go. There's the wood, all loaded up. Beautiful. Well done. And now, this should just head down over here. The new system is working. The current network is working beautifully. And now I have got wood. Yes. So finally, bloody finally, we can build some new houses. Okay, population is going to explode. There are jobs available. Only like 3. You could be a fisherman or a sawmill attendant or a coal miner. I'd probably go for Sawmill Attendant, to be honest. Seems like the best bet going. Oh, there's about to be a fourth job as well. Market Vendor. So, okay, people can trade. There's going to be food, and I'm guessing we're about to start growing potatoes. And potatoes do not go to the warehouse. Potatoes come straight to the village. Okay, by the looks of it, yes, potato farm's going to be needing an area to grow potatoes about the same size as the sawmill. So we got a thin strip of land up here that's a bit, you know, narrow for too much. We'll probably expand more into this territory. So how about we have an entire row of potato farms? Alright, so... oh yeah, I can see how this ought to work too. So, behold my new wonderful potato valley, where yes, we will take the train, passing by potato, onto potato, and finally tomato. We may expand that to tomato later, should more food be necessary. So we simply run the track up here, past all these three, and then back around here, and link it in to the sawmill territory. That way, yes, the trains could get straight back onto this track and be brought in to the village, though to be honest, that might not be the most efficient thing in the world, because then you might end up in a logjam behind, yeah, the trains trying to get into warehouse. Keep your brain on target here. 2 trains are going to be doing this loop. Alright, they go from town to potato farms, back to town. They're going to enter the green interchange that so far has been working. Then they potentially run into traffic at warehouse station, which we would ideally like to bypass. So we're going to create a new bypass right here, round the back of warehouse. Obviously, we will set up the signals correctly, so it cannot enter... okay, hang on. Hang on. Oh, this is going to get complicated. So. You may only enter what is now orange, the main interchange, when orange is clear. People who are coming in, but yes, there might be a queue to enter warehouse. This is why it's important there's not queues in warehouse. If there's queues in warehouse, people end up queuing onto the interchange, and that's going to cause a lot of trouble. So what I would like is, yes, any train that can do so to simply bypass warehouse. Here we go, marked all in black here. So yes, it does the rounds, goes here, goes on to, yes, the bypass. It is trying to use the bypass, which is ideal, and then... I think the Potato Express is acceptable. John, do not forget the bloody weight conditions. You know that screwed you over last time. Right, trains in production. I've also added, yes, a little turnaround here, so these trains can much more easily get back into town if that's their first starting point, which, yes, the Potato Express, that's the truth. So, you, buddy, are going to start heading in this direction, turn around, go to many a true town, pick up some workers. Obviously the potato trains are kind of a potatoey yellow colour, absolutely lovely. So yes, this is going to be a big pile of brand new employment, so you're going to be pulling in right now, and I'm guessing all these people are suddenly going to realise they've got jobs. Oh yes, exciting potato jobs. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful. The potatoes are just swimming into existence. And in a moment, we're going to be picking up more workers right there. Potato efficiency goes through... sorry, potato efficiency goes through the roof. I love it. Alright, so now unemployment is solved. Time to expand the town. We need to get up towards, yes, 800 odds. We do, however, have a problem. Yes, we can see here that right now wood production is below upkeep, meaning we can't even keep up with what we've got, never mind building new stuff. Okay, so it turns out you can't build out any more over here, because yes, you can't build too close by to the warehouse. As I say, warehouse is a fussy, introverted building, so we've expanded out in this direction, and we're going to create a brand new wood loop to service these buildings. all we have is, yes, trains going round in a circle. We pick up a giant pile of wood, we bring it round here, we dump it in warehouse station, over and over and over, forever. No major issues there. How are we going to get people to this location, however? Because, yeah, people leave the station this side, they come over in this direction. How are we going to get you down to here? Oh, well, hello there, interesting solution. So, this station right here, this station, unfortunately, cannot reach the people over here. And we have also unlocked, this one's pretty crucial actually, wooden bridges that work for rails. And there we go. So now, okay, let's get this planned here. If we're going to be expanding, we need to expand in this direction. And now that is going to provide, yes, employment opportunities for everybody on this side of town. Station 10, that is going to be, oh, this is going to be sexy as anything. This is going to be great. And we can even hook it into the existing network later if we need to. In fact, we need to hook it in right now, otherwise people aren't going to be able to get back into town. So, okay, hang on. People leave along here. There is basically a dedicated line. Then they're going to merge into the wood loop. Okay, so we need to make sure that's properly signaled up and whatever. But once people have been delivered to these stations, they need to make their way back home. So, yeah, they're going to have to go the traditional route back home, back to many a true station. Again, that's going to be a traffic jam to turn off to many a two station. So, oh, this is all going to cause problems at some point. Okay, new trains are now ready to go. So we got passenger trains coming over here to collect some workers who are going to be sent over towards, yes, basically, for now, the woodwork, though we may potentially, yes, have more stuff in that direction later. And you know what? This is going to work perfectly because the first passenger train, identifiable because they are always hot pink, they're going to be delivering people right here. Hopefully we've got enough workers to, yes, get everything functioning right. So, okay, wood is being created. So in just a moment you'll be moving on, buddy. Lovely. That just gives a bit of time for wood to be created. Excellent. More unloading going on. What has been created gets loaded up, and in just a moment, the wood situation should be well under control. There we go. We are now producing way more than we need for upkeep, meaning I've got a bank to spend on additional people. Love it. Also, why did the population just go down? Okay, it's possible there are some industrial accidents happening behind the scenes that we simply do not report because this is a lovely, wholesome game. It's hard to tell. Okay, the new loop appears to be going pretty bloody well here, best as I can tell, though. Oh. Okay, we have one small problem, which is, I believe, we might actually be at capacity in the warehouse right now. Yes, okay, so we're now over producing wood. The wood has got nowhere to go. You know what? That's a good problem to have, as is the fact that, yes, we've just unlocked... Ooh, we could have the first ever park right in the centre of town. Admittedly, it's like 8 trees and a dirt path. It's not spectacular, to be honest. Although other problems are starting to emerge, such as, for example, yes, the potatoes are running out before the next potato delivery arrives, which, yes, that's yellow, so you're going to be the next potato delivery. So as soon as you arrive, potato numbers will recover, but, yes, the potato loop takes too long. And, okay, we've also barely even touched, like, tack at all. Right now I'm producing wood and a small handful of coal. Those situations seem to be under control. Haven't even touched stone yet, never mind brick. And remember how big the mat was at the beginning? So guess how much of it we're filling right now? That's what we've done. We didn't build a single bridge over water. We didn't expand over the river to the far side or anything. Just, this game is huge and I love it. And this is just the demo. So, unfortunately, I know they're going to cut off the demo at some point. It's not just out now till the game comes out. But the game comes out in full in, like, a couple of months. And when it does, oh, we'll be seeing this again. Because this is just my jam. But yes, this here, Sweet Transit, brilliant game. It'll be coming back later. Because seriously, this is good damn stuff. Watch this space, we'll see it again. If the demo is still available, I'm not sure if it will be when you see this video, but I'll link to it down below if it is. Otherwise, honestly, worth a wish list. So, it'll be back when I can bring it to ya. Hopefully, you are looking forward to that. But in the meantime, I've been John, this has been Many a True Nerd, and this has been Sweet Transit. Thank you very much, and goodbye. I've created a small problem in my road system, which is it's literally impossible for anyone to ever go back into town. And this building shall be where we produce our zebras. And this much taller building next door is naturally where we produce the giraffes. Does anyone remember how the road system went? I think it was something like this.